Self-development, how to break your negative cycle. Right now, you're doing the same thing over and over again. You have some negative habits that you've built over a period of time, and you feel like you're not going anywhere. You feel like you're in the same position. Your thoughts are battling yourself, and you're stuck right now. And this video is going to break it down on how to break that negative cycle, negative way of thinking and that, because I feel like a lot of people are stuck in this cycle now. Before we get started, I want to thank you guys again for supporting me. Make sure to smash that like button. Make sure to hit the red subscribe button as well and join the family. And make sure to comment down below. Let me know what you get from the video. Now let's get to it, man. Negative cycles, man. We all have it. Everyone does something on a day-to-day basis that is not serving them, that's not good for them. Now, breaking a negative cycle is like breaking anything. Like any good habits and bad habits are formed the same way. It's repetition. The more you do something, the more it will turn into a habit, and then it turn into a lifestyle, and then it'll turn into your character and destiny. Now, I don't know what your negative cycle is, but it's the same formula. Whatever you keep doing that's not good for you, remember that you've done it for a long period of time and it's accumulated into this concrete habit. That's why it's so hard for you to overcome it. That's why it's so hard for you to go to that next level or to be more on the positive side. Now, the first and foremost you need to understand is what triggers it. What triggers you to maybe smoke, or maybe, let's say, play video games, or just do something that is maybe not beneficial or good for you. What is it? Because if you don't know the root of what it is, then how can you stop it? There's no way to stop it. You have to know the root cause of the issue. Oh, I smoke when I get stressed out. Or maybe you play video games when you feel bored. Or, like, what is it for you? That's the first and foremost you need to comprehend in that, Because if you don't get to that stage, then anything else will be a waste of time. If you can't get to that stage there. So once you understand what the root cause of it is, then you need to also understand that there's an alternative for everything. Everything you do, there's an alternative. If I'm angry right now, I could be angry and start screaming at people or start fighting people, or I can be angry, or I can go into the gym. You understand? Or I can go to the punching bags. You see, it's the same thing, but I'm letting it out differently. You might get stressed out and frustrated with work, school, friends, whatever, and you decide to smoke to calm you down. Or you can do deep breathing, in, out, So make sure to pick the positive alternative. Right now, you're picking negative alternatives in order for you to deal with whatever issue that you're having. So make sure to pick a positive alternative. You understand what I'm saying to you? That's all it is. Either way, you have to get let out. Either way, you have to use what's inside. But are you going to pick the thing that's going to keep you on a negative cycle, or are you going to pick something that's going to put you on a positive cycle and actually help you? You understand? Because when you pick something that's on a negative cycle, you're actually making the issue worse. So keep that in mind. Very, very, very important. Then it comes down to habit, man. The more and more you do the positive alternative to what you're doing right now, the more and more that will become habitual, and then it'll turn into a habit where it's like, oh, it's not even about should I pick the positive one or negative one. It will just be subconscious where you don't even thinking. You're just going straight into the positive, So you have to break it down step by step by step, man. If you don't break it down like that, then it's going to seem like there's no way to overcome this. Maybe you're stuck on watching them dirty sites, like watching, you already know I'm talking about, them demonic websites and that, blowing your seed away. Maybe you're stuck on that cycle. Then again, what is it? Why are you doing that? Is it because your inability to get females? Is it boredom? Is it frustration, letting stress out? What is it? Once you clock what it is this or this? Maybe it's a combination of everything. Okay, cool. What's the alternative? Boom. Working out, yoga, reading, meditation, breath work. You know what I'm saying to you? Like focusing on my passion, purpose. Boom. That's how you escape the loop. That's how you escape the cycle. Otherwise, you're going to go round and round in circles like a hamster and think like, whoa, this is just normal. It'll get to a stage where you feel like this is normal, like everyone does this, but it's not normal. We need to be ascending. We need to be going to the next level, evolving. We cannot be stuck year after year. Like, what I'm saying to you? Day after day, month after month, year after year in the same position, same way of thinking. Your mind is not elevated. We need to elevate physically, mentally, spiritually, financially, like I said. You cannot be in the same position, bro. This time next year, you can't still be watching them sites and that, if that's what you're doing. You can't still have the same amount of money in the bank account. You can't still be, what I'm saying to you? I'm doing the same ish, man. Evolution, we're all evolving every day. Some people are doing it consciously, some people are doing it unconsciously, but It has to get done. You understand that the negative cycle will keep repeating itself. And the reason it keeps repeating itself is because you have not learned the lesson yet. Until you've learned the lesson from what you are doing, the mistakes that you are making, you fully understand what it is, then you will not be in that situation again. It's that simple. So if you're stuck in a cycle, just know that you have not learned the lessons yet. Because once you do learn the lessons and you actually become a different person, or you start to think different, then you'll find yourself out of that situation, out of them friend groups, out of that environment, out of that work, school, whatever it is that is keeping you trapped in that. But if you haven't learned it, then you'll find the same things happening on a day-to-day basis, and that the same negative habits will continue to happen until that lesson is learned. It's like an exam, really. Like if you failed the exam, you have to reset it, but you're not going to go to the higher exam when you haven't even passed the one in front of you. Once you pass that exam, you can go to the next one. You pass that one, then go to the next one, but you cannot fail that same exam and think you're going to go forward. No, same as life and that, or your negative cycles. You keep going over and over it because you have not learned. You haven't passed that stage yet. In your head, maybe you feel like you're over it and you've learned the lesson, but clearly you have not, because it will not repeat itself that many times if you have already, you know? So that's another thing to remember. Like, remember mindset, bro. Mindset, man. The way you think. As a man is, so he is. As a man continues to think, so he remains in that. Shout out to James Allen from the book As a Man Thinks. You feel me? Like, very, very important, bro. Your mind is literally the magnet. Your mind is creating your reality. What you're thinking about, it will become your reality. You think about negativity, bad vibes, gossiping and all that, that's in your head all the time, you're going to continue to experience that. And I've like overcome a lot of things, and when I put it down to one thing that changed my life, it has to be my thinking pattern, man. Literally, bro. Like once this changes, then everything around you changes. You're in a new building. Like, I'm in a different. You know what I'm saying? I've only been living here for like 7 months now, but my mind elevated past my old environment. You know what I'm saying? It elevated past that. I couldn't be there anymore. You know, even my old workplace I was at before, like I was there stuck in that cycle. Then my mind shifted and I'm not there anymore. You can't be there, bro. If your mind is out of sync of your environment and your people or whatever, bro, you can't be there anymore. You know, the lessons learned. You know, checkmate is done. Like you're in the next stage now. So also remember that through the negativity, through adversity, through struggle, that's how you grow. So do not look at it like, oh, I'm stuck, oh, same thing's happening. Because once you overcome that, you're going to come with a new obstacle. That's how life is. Like, you think, okay, once I overcome this, that's it. No, once you overcome your situation right now, mate, you're going to go to the next situation, which might be worse or even more difficult. Then you're going to go, oh, you overcome that, then you're going to go to the next one. Then you overcome that. So the life will continue to throw challenges at you, bro. So don't think that once you overcome where you're at right now, it's done. There's a destination, like, oh, look at me, nirvana, like I'm gone. No, it doesn't exist, bro. Like, you're gonna go obstacle after obstacle after obstacle. But then the main thing is that don't wish for life to be easy. Wish to be strong enough to deal with it. So work on yourself, work on your mindset, work on being a righteous man or woman, and keep leveling up, keep evolving, and learn the lesson, bro. The quicker you learn the lesson, the quicker you can get out of that cycle you're in right now. The longer you're not understanding what's going on, then they're going to continue to repeat it over and over and over and over again until you either overcome it or you think it's normal. You know, so thank you guys for watching the video. If it brought you any value at all, make sure to smash that like button. Make sure to hit the red subscribe button as well and join the family. Also, check out the link in the description. We've got the Discord group on there. We've got Patreon. We've got social media. Everything's in the description, man. So go check that out and connect with me. And yeah, man, stay on the righteous path.